for a minute? All right, thanks. Okay, so Republican obstruction of judicial nominees and filibustering of judicial nominees is nothing new. It is not, Obama has had so much more, so many more filibusters, especially of judicial candidates, more than any president in the history of this country. And we also see, I did make a video about three judges who were judicial nominees. One of them being Nina Pollard, and I really liked her credentials. I also liked, who is it? The guy, there was a guy, Wilkins, Robert Wilkins, who, he was a part of what was it? A part of a panel, of the district court, D.C. District Court, Section 5 of the Voter Rights Act said a district court or the Justice Department has to pre-clear voter changes in order to let it go and let it fly. Well, Robert Wilkins was on one of those panels that overturned Texas Law SB 14, and he was also being grilled a lot over that. Cruz, Republican Senator Ted Cruz objected to his nomination based on that to the D.C. Circuit Court, which is basically the second most powerful court to the Supreme Court. Now we have Marco Rubio joining that circus, taking the lead, as if he ever took a lead on anything else, on basically objecting to an Obama nominee. His name is Judge William L. Thomas. He currently serves on the Miami-Dade Circuit Court, nominated last November by President Obama to an opening on the U.S. District Court for the Southern District of Florida. Now, initially it was supported, but Rubio said some concerns include questions of his judicial temperament and his willingness to impose appropriate criminal sentences. And he cites that the sentence was too lenient when there was a... let me see, where was it? In one case involving a hit and run, Rubio's criticism was that the sentences were too lenient and blunted by both the lead prosecutor in the case and the administrative judge for the 11th Circuit Judicial Circuit Criminal Division, who said Thomas acted fairly and well within the law. And the problem is that with minimum sentencing, sometimes your hands are tied. Sometimes you want, but I don't know much more about that, but I do, as in the case of Florida, we see that, well, at least this judge says his hands were tied. In the second case, Judge Thomas's decision to keep out a confession in a murder case involving 5 defendants in which a young woman was raped and shot to death and her boyfriend left for dead. Thomas ruled that two of the defendants in the case, including a 15-year-old, either had not been properly read their Miranda rights or had not understood them. The rulings were appealed and Thomas was partially affirmed by the appellate court. So, of course, needless to say, the Congressional Black Caucus for the Congressional Black Caucus are, of course, incensed. Out of 787 federal positions, 95 of those are held by black judges. Yolanda Strader, president of Miami's largest association for black lawyers, said, "As much as I would like to think politics has nothing to do with it, it looks as if it does. It would be unfair to prevent a well-qualified judicial nominee from proceeding with the nomination process because he is an openly gay black male." Should Thomas be affirmed or confirmed by the Senate, he would become only the second out LGBT African American to serve as a United States District Court judge. Some people are crying. Of course, the National Congressional Black Caucus is calling not only racism but homophobia on that because, of course, well, those are the two things that the GOP does very well. So, if anything, I think that, of course, politics and him being a black man and a gay man also has a lot to do with the decision. Let me know what you think. Personally, we all know, for any sane person, we all know that the GOP just wants to stack the deck in their favor should they get a Republican president and a Republican Senate. That's why 2014 is very important. We can't sleep on this. We can't let it go into the hands of Republicans because they'll nominate people like John Roberts. They'll nominate people, or they'll confirm people like that. So I'll see you later, and thanks for letting me talk to you.